I only ever played Ruby.
My southern accent is so
Diamond.
strong.
And that's it.
Y'all.
I say y'all.
That's it.
Okay, are you all ready?
Yes.
Alright, we're going live. Oh, right, I gotta tell... God, I do this every time. This is literally like me actually in real time freaking out that I don't know how to stream. So, I gotta tell everyone that... twitch.tv/myname. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Tweet. Okay. Okay. Oh, chat. Look at y'all. I didn't even have to say I didn't even have to pull everyone's leg this time. Welcome back, Craig. Welcome back, Crystal. Thanks for the 23 months. The 23 months. Goodness. Goodness gracious. I'm opening up a non-alcoholic beverage for that one. Okay, that's good. Welcome everyone. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I'm gonna be fiddling around with screens, but it's okay. We'll get going in a bit. Meg, welcome.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Oh, I incorrectly spelled competitive. Good job, me. Good job, me. Man, look at this. Look how many people are in here tonight. Starting off strong. We did come to party, y'all. We did. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back, people who have been on here before. Welcome to those who haven't. Tonight, it's a very special night. Tonight we get to do, not chopped. We get to do sliced. Oh God, I gotta.
Nay, chopped. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Crystal. I have to turn notifications off, or I'm going to, or it's yes. So, but yeah, isn't this wild? Isn't this zany? Isn't this zany, y'all? Thanks for the sub, Z Drap. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, we're gonna get going in a bit, y'all. I'm excited. I hope y'all are too. Meg, what are your vibes?
My vibes are good. Yeah, I'm excited. There's a lot that I am excited to see how things play out. Like this is a fun experiment. Yeah.
I almost like I remember like we were talking about this like several weeks ago, maybe a month ago at this point, and like at first it was sort of like a joke, right? Like
I know. Yeah.
But
you just get this like seed of an idea, and it's like, yeah, it's really grown and taken shape, and yeah, I'm pretty thrilled, you know. Yeah.
I am so excited to. Oh wait, should I transition? Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's work this. Oh yes. I'm so excited to see, sort of it's been a hot minute here since we've had like not just like me and someone else doing content, but like multiple people contributing to content on this channel at the same time. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, very exciting, right? Thanks for these follows, y'all. I appreciate it. so many people, especially in the last like handful of time. I can't get to all of you because there's just so many, but I appreciate all the follows, y'all, and thanks for the subs. I appreciate it, and we all do. I think the cool thing about sort of what we're doing tonight is like everyone who's participating is like help sort of build the community and let it flourish. So I think that's really exciting to see everyone jumping in and hanging out with us. I appreciate it.
I mean, everybody's going to get a chance to really participate in the SLICED experiment.
What's like the thing that I suppose what's the thing that's making you most maybe I don't know, anxious? Maybe anxious is the word? Like, what makes you most anxious right now?
You're asking me that question?
Yeah, I'm asking you that question.
Oh, I mean, I hope that we have some exciting stuff to talk about, like just throughout the whole 2 hours. Like, this is all happening like on the fly in real time. I don't have like a single like pre-canned joke written down, so like I hope I can be funny, like this is my debut as co-host, so yeah, that's I guess that's what I'm most anxious about. What about you, Nick?
I think I'm most anxious about if chat likes it. I'm most anxious about if chat is gonna like it, because as much as I want to believe like, oh yeah, chat, of course, like chat's got my back, duh, I fear that chat's gonna just not like what's happening for whatever reason. Like it could be like, oh, Nick is a horrible person, he should never have people on his show, or
well, it's like we've created we have a vision that we've been spending the last month like going back and forth on and like perfecting, and like we've poured some of ourselves into this, and so yeah, of course we want folks to like it.
Yeah. I do hope we put on a good show for everyone tonight. Chat, very quiet tonight. Everyone in chat, silent, it seems. But that is okay. You don't have to be active participants in chat to enjoy competitive data sites. So should we let's go over the rules a little, Meg. What are the people looking at? What are we going to be seeing tonight?
Yeah. So this show was originally conceived of as Data Science Chopped, which if you haven't seen the show, it is a competitive cooking show where what you get is like a basket of ingredients and some very short, stressful amount of time to come up with an incredible meal that you serve a panel of judges. So it's really taking that idea, and then instead of a basket of ingredients of kale or rapini or whatever, but instead we're gonna reveal a data set that our contestants Tony and Jordan, or aka Data Dude, are gonna work with. We're gonna give them a challenge to model. They're gonna spend 2 hours live coding. And then at the end of the 2 hours, we're going to judge. So there's going to be like a modeling component that's just based on who has the best model, based on our evaluation algorithm. And then there'll be a component that's a little bit like this is the fun part, I think, like where Nick and I will judge their data visualization. So looking at, what do they produce like content-wise around exploring the data. And we also have a component that is an audience vote. So we'll ask the audience which contestants' results they like best, so they get some points for that. And then there's a surprise set of golden features that will only reveal to the contestants at the very end. So these are 5 points each for 3 golden features that are secret, like criteria or whatever. that they'll only find out at the end. So we'll look out for, did they use the golden feature or not? So they can get some bonus points for that.
I think
And then the contestant with the most points is our winner for the night.
So one thing that I think a lot of people, and if you've been in chat for the last like couple weeks, we've been sort of workshopping some of these ideas. 2 weeks ago, me and Meg took the liberty of using our Wednesday standing round table to just workshop an idea, but workshop this idea. But one thing that a lot of people were asking was, is it possible to win without having the most accurate model? That's the question. That's Meg.
Yes. Yes. So we did take that idea from chat, and yes, we hope or we think that we've configured the points such that it is possible, but you're really gonna have to impress us to kind of pull that off. So, default, probably if you have the best model, you're the winner. But if you put together the most spectacular data vises and you find all the golden features, and you're the audience favorite, there's a chance that you could pull ahead and win despite having a worse model. So it adds some drama, and I love that idea from chat, so thanks.
Yeah, thank you, chat. I appreciate it, Ben. Look at how many people. 70 people tonight. What a
Damn.
great early turnout. This is good. Usually I
Very
go
cool.
live and 4 people show up, they say hi, and then they leave. That's usually 70,000 in the arena. That's right, Ross. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Map. Welcome back, Raider fan. Welcome back, everyone. And welcome back to hopefully everyone else who comes back to the stream soon. If this is the first time you're in the stream, I hope to see you again. Maybe next Tuesday for Sliced, but for tonight, we have our 2 contestants. They're from the community. One is Tony, and Tony is also the same Tony who put out a finalist entry for the Big Data Bowl. So him and his team, they had the Wade paper. So Tony is one of the contestants tonight. The other one is Jordan, who goes by Data Dude in chat. And not much is known about Jordan, but we do have some info on him, which we'll probably talk about a little of that stuff as we go on. Who's gonna play the Gordon Ramsay character? Probably me. Everyone's been asking is there a Simon Cowell? Is there a mean person? And apparently that's gonna be me. I'm the
100%.
mean person. Yeah. Meg is.
I'm so nice. Yeah.
So
I want to lift everybody up. Everybody's gonna do a great job. I mean, somebody's gonna do better. Somebody certainly, but
yeah.
I think everybody's gonna do great.
I just the sort of 30,000 foot view here. So the winner of tonight is based off a bunch of points. Now, we're doing this for 4 weeks, and we have 4 people who are going to be competing in Sliced over the course of these 4 weeks. And we're going to have 3 weeks of basically what would be similar to a regular season. And then after the 3 weeks, the top 2 people who have accumulated the most points out of all 3 over the course of the 3 weeks, those 2 will go into a 4th week championship round. So even in our short time together, y'all, hopefully we can crown a Sliced champion by the end of the almost month. So that's sort of what we're looking at. So tonight, 2 of the 4 contestants. The other 2 will be next week. The 3rd week, we'll have all 4 competing at the same time, which will be just its own shit show of whatever. And then we'll have
a good rhythm by then, I hope.
I hope so too. I hope we'll be able to manage it.
Mm-hmm. Figure out all the kinks.
That's right. What happens at the roundtables? We usually bring on, however many data scientists want to come on, or sports analytics people, or data-related people, and we just sort of casually talk about our week and casually talk about things top of mind. So, welcome back, Ghetto Bob. Welcome back, Grub. Wow, I haven't seen you in a bit, man. We need to show Jingle. We do. Meg, do you know what we do at 8:45? Is there a specific thing we were supposed to do?
Yeah, I think either 8:45 or 8:50 is when we want to do the data drop or the data reveal.
That's right, 8:50. We'll do the drop at 8:50. I think what we'll do right now is I'll tell the contestants they're muted right now. So if you've if you've been looking, you can see sort of our contestants coding. Let me transition back over to that. You can sort of see our contestants, maybe fiddling around in their notebooks right now. You can see we got Tony here in an RStudio notebook, RStudio session. And we have Jordan, Data Dude, gonna be doing this in Google Colab, which is obviously very familiar to this stream. So they're ready at some point in time when we drop them the data. They'll be ready, Freddy. But until then, I will ask them to deafen. So not only do you mute, but you can also deafen. And so I would say, please deafen, y'all. That way you cannot hear us anymore. We will just communicate through the channel. Does that make sense, Meg? Is that the way we go? Is that the way
Yeah,
we do this?
I think that sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Scott. Welcome back, everyone. Yo, this is a big turnout. 80 people to
Wow.
watch competitive data science.
We're just warming up.
Yo, they haven't even coded yet. This is great. One thing that's actually pretty new to this channel is someone coding in R. So
I'm gonna to be too biased. When I come, to judging, I want to be really impartial, but represent our stats, our studio.
I'm gonna cash in and sell out. Yes, that is what this channel is about, y'all. Cashing in and selling out. If you're unfamiliar with this stream and you're unfamiliar with me and Meg, I stream almost every night, and usually I'm doing some sort of live coding. And a lot of it's been Big Data Cup this past month, and wrapping that up, and we'll probably flip over to back to some baseball stuff. But I'm the manager of data science over at KFC. Before that, I was a data scientist at the Cincinnati Reds. So, Meg, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'd be happy to. I'm Meg Risdall. I lead product at Kaggle, which I understand, Nick, you use a lot of data sets from Kaggle on your stream, so thank you. Maybe even some of the SLICED episodes will use some Kaggle data sets. But yeah, I lead product at Kaggle. I've worked as a data scientist before, so I occasionally pop in for one of Nick's Wednesday panels. And yeah, extremely pleased to now put co-host of Data Science Sliced on my resume after this. So I will begin introducing myself that way. I'll put that in my Twitter bio. Yeah.
So the way it works tonight, y'all, if you are just coming in, 2 people who are about to live code very soon, they're going to be dropped a data set. They have up until 11 p.m. Eastern time to create a model and predict accurately the feature that we want them to predict. And do we have specifically the feature, or are we going to tell them on Discord? We'll tell them on Discord, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a specific feature, and they have to predict it. In this case, since it's a binary, it's a 1 or a 0, we'll be using log loss. So the lowest log loss will win tonight. And they have 2 hours, a little over 2 hours to create their model. And along the way, as they create data visualization and do different things with the data, feature engineering, plotting different things, doing different things to the data, they'll be able to get other points. So it's not just all about the modeling and accuracy, but it's also about how good the data viz is, which they can earn points for, whether they have stumbled upon or discovered some of these golden features, which we'll reveal to chat in a bit, and also the audience vote. So at the end, the audience will have an opportunity to have their say, and whoever the audience believes was the better in show, best in show, will also earn some points. So in the end, the person with the most points wins. So it's not just all about the model, but a good amount of it will be based on the model. Welcome back, Pixel. D-Trice, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for all the follows.
Just linked them to the data.
Okay. So we can reveal the data set. We can talk a little about the data set, Meg.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So
one of my favorites.
Okay. Oh, so what are we looking at tonight?
Yeah, so we are looking at a data set of speed dating data. So Nick, I believe that you have worked with this data set in the past on your show.
We have, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you want to describe a little bit about the data set and what our contestants will be predicting today.
So this data set, which it's not this entire data set, but this data set in some form is it's on Kaggle. You can get the data set we're using on tonight's show with exclamation data. If you want to know more about Meg, exclamation Meg, and if you want to know more about SLICED, exclamation SLICED. And in this data set, which we worked with before, the object tonight is to predict this column called match. Now, the match column is whether or not these people in the speed dating situation matched. So did someone and some other one, did they actually end up like being compatible and matching with each other? So the contestants tonight will have to predict matches and how accurately they can match. So, I think you did server deafen. That's what you did. Okay. It's all right. There you go. But I think they can just right click and deafen, or they have a little deafen button at the bottom.
Yeah, I think I got deafened.
Yeah, I'll screenshot here. Boopy boom boom. Sorry, debated chat there. So this is welcome back, Pixel. Pixel is geared up to do it next week. By the way, one of the contestants for next week. So the speed dating data set, exclamation data for the data. They're trying to predict how many matches there are, or whether or not people match. And there's a ton of features in this data set. And let me just where is the data set here? There's a ton of data in this data set. So we have, so here's some notes from us. You could see A lot of people are looking at this because this is the data doc, but you have different IDs. You have 21, but we're using only 16 different speed dating dates. Lots of different, I think there's about like 6,000 rows of speed dating data in here. Everything from whether or not someone's attractive to the education, income level. Oh no, what's happening here? Oh yeah. Income level, all sorts of different things that's in this data. So they will be trying to predict a specific date that we've taken out. That's this wave 11 with 21 men, 21 women speed dating on this date. So that's our holdout set, and so whoever gets the most matches right there, or rather whoever has the best log loss, win. Which code streams the contestants? So we do have Tony. So this is Tony. Actually, that's a good call out. Let me put a little text tag here. Where is this? Okay. So this is Tony's code, which right now we're sort of blocking a handful of it. But they're also not coding right now. They are looking at the docs, while here's Jordan on the other screen. And Jordan has already loaded in data. So he's kind of just loading it in and going for it. Which is exciting. This is...
Yes. It's happening.
So so something about this data set that was pretty interesting to me was, like, you can get a pretty high accuracy of matches. And one of the things that I found out through just feature importance was if you... Oh, crap. What is this? Okay, there we go. No. Yeah. If you use... Sorry. I'll bring it back in a second, y'all. Don't freak out. If you use feature importance to look at, like, what factors are sort of attractive or what make people, like, match or like each other, attractiveness, just like physical attractiveness, is it beats everything. So if you're a 10 on a 1 to 10 scale, that's better than everything. If you're a 9, that's better than all the other features. But when you get down to 8, 7 and 8, turns out if you're fun or funny, if you're a 10 on the fun or the funny scale, you can, that's just as powerful as being like a 7.5 on the physical,
good news.
Physical attractive scale. Yeah. So people like me who are like legit -4s, we have a chance. So
That's right. Not the -4 part, just the general. Yes.
I'm a 10 in all attributes. Well, thank you, Crystal. So there's a lot of information about, like, whether someone believes that a person is, whether they think they're hot, whether the other person thinks they are hot, whether they have shared interests, whether they're intelligent, or if they showed some sort of intellectual stimulation in their speed dating. The speed dating length is apparently 4 minutes. So you're sitting there 4 minutes with this other person, and you have to basically say whether or not you want to go on a date with them. So that's pretty interesting. I have you ever speed dated, Meg? Have you ever been to a speed
Oh,
dating?
jeez.
Is this
No, I've never done speed dating. In fact, I think I missed the whole, like, even online dating. No, yeah, just
yeah.
a lot of like college parties, I guess.
Yeah, I also never speed dated. That was not in the cards for I it also just didn't interest me, but like the data interests me. So if you can see here, y'all, this is sort of the thing they filled out um, of attractiveness, sincerity, how intelligent their partner was, whether they were fun, ambitious, and if they had shared hobbies, on a scale of 1 to 10, and ultimately whether or not they wanted to see them again, like on a date. So they had all these different things they filled out. They had all these different attributes. And then we actually cut out a lot of the features in this data set because we just thought they might just be bloat. And they also just might be like sort of giving too much away about the different participants or the different unique IDs. But there's a lot of different follow-ups, and there's a lot of different, like, they did a follow-up the next day, they did a follow-up like 3 to 4 weeks later. So there's a lot of different data in this data set to create sort of the idea of what makes people attracted to others.
All right, I think we are at 9 o'clock Eastern.
Okay.
So we have instructed our contestants to, I don't know, slice it up. Yeah, get slicing and dicing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna be workshopping this a little bit through the next 2 hours.
I like it. I
Yeah.
think we do need to. I think we do need to like figure out some catchphrases tonight.
Yeah.
As we see,
Want it to happen like organically. So yeah.
That's right. As we see, Tony type in his first lines, he is loading in his data. And we see on the other side, Jordan, who has already loaded his data pretty early, and he is, what is he going for here? It looks like he is already trying to create a model and do a train test split on his data set. So he's already,
Oh damn.
yeah, just jumping into the modeling side. He is saying EDA, no, doesn't matter. Let's just jump in.
Doesn't matter.
Let's
Doesn't
just
matter.
jump into the data. Someone's asking
That's
what.
something.
Oh, go for it, Meg.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, the commence slicing. That could be it. That's possible. The target in this case is match. So given all the different features that they could choose, they're trying to make a model that identifies whether or not they are going to match with their partner. That is the goal tonight, as Tony is putting together his first stuff. It looks like this is dplyr. Yes.
Yeah, we got the tidyverse going. Yep.
So.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like Jordan's approach of just diving right into the modeling, because that feels kind of analogous to like speed dating itself, right? I mean, you just kind of like you just want to get down to it, figure out if we're a match, like, skip the kind of like exploratory, slower, kind of stages of dating, right? So feels apropos.
Yeah, I agree. The screen claps getting blurry, a bit blurry on purpose. Yeah, it's because they're showing their screens on Discord, and the best we can do is sort of view their shared screens. If I could figure out a way to make it a higher quality for us, I think we will at some point. But until then, we're sort of at the whim. Oh my goodness, look at that. Jordan has already plotted a correlation heat map, it seems, against all the features. So
taking some notes here.
So Jordan is fast, y'all. And so this correlation heat map is a pretty good way to start when you're talking about like trying to dive in to some sort of exploratory analysis or EDA or whatever you want to call it. And especially when you're making a model, you want to sort of see like what is going to be helping you predict what. And visually, if you're able to say like these things have high correlation, these things have low correlation, you can start sort of picking and choosing your features, right? So
We read that though.
it's so this is interesting. One of the let's see, they're deafened, right?
I believe so.
I don't know if they are actually.
We better be we better be careful about this.
Okay, yeah. I will not say anything then. I will not say anything.
I'll confirm that our contestants are deafened.
Okay. And if they're not, then perhaps like just mute us somehow. But yeah, we see Jordan already going for it here. As we go over to Tony's side here. And Tony looks like still chopping away here. Actually, I want to try something here, Meg. Tony is cutting his data through dplyr. Dplyr definitely the tidy tool of choice when it comes to cutting through different data frames. Meg, you've been saying your affinity for R and the tidyverse. Can you give us sort of a feel on what you see Tony doing right now?
Yeah, I mean, he's going right into looks like manipulating the data. He wants to get it into a shape that he's kind of comfortable with. Looks like he's doing a little bit of like reshaping, pivoting. So if you're familiar with SQL, a lot of this may look familiar. So it looks like he's doing. Yeah. Oh, but I see he's going to be building some correlations here. So maybe we'll get to see a similar correlation plot soon.
That's right. Oh God, did we lose Meg? She's coming back.
I'm here.
So yeah, we do see some of that. And on the other side, as you can see, we are seeing Jordan still going away with the data correlation. He's also doing a correlation, and he's doing it across the entire data set right now. So it looks like he's actually going to try to specify the match column, and he's going to probably look for just significant correlations. And so he's using a trick in pandas called dot. In any data frame, you could do like df.core, CORR, and that gives you just your very bland Pearson R across every feature against all of the features. So similar to a heat map, except in this case, he's just getting the numbers, and he's probably going to try to use some sort of cutoff to sort through his different features. Over on Tony's side, looks like he's checking through his data and also working through some correlation stuff.
Yep.
Use .loc +1. Yeah, people in chat. I know if you've been in my stream before, I'm a really big proponent of following the developer's advice, and in pandas, the developer really says you should be using .loc. So read more on Panda's website about setting with copy warnings. Plus points are the first image. Let's see. I muted both of you. I don't see the. Okay. All
right. It looks like Jordan is definitely deafened.
Okay.
I see the deafen icon in Discord. I don't see a deafen icon on Tony.
I'm guessing Tony is super in to this.
Yeah.
He may have already muted us And he may have muted all notifications.
Yeah, maybe he's just like, yeah, he's in the matrix now.
Can't you right-click server deafen? No, we can't. Because apparently if we server deafen, there's no, like, selective one person I can, like, deafen. It just deafens everyone. So...
Which includes me. I could, just try to freestyle. Like, I could go blind for the whole show, but yeah, better if I can hear. All right. I am...
This is what... yeah, so... Ben, thanks Ben for linking us to Skimmer. This is definitely another way to view what looks like correlations. Is that what I'm seeing here?
Yeah, he's looking at like some summary statistics, it looks like.
Let's go back.
I'm starting to see some GG plots, so I'm getting excited here. I think we'll have something soon from Tony.
I see some GG cores. At the same time, it looks like what happened over on Jordan's screen. Jordan took his correlations, sorted them, and is now probably picking the highest correlated values for his model. Anyway, we could find out about the RStudio theme Tony's using. Well, we could talk about that probably when he is at the end. We could probably talk about some of the stuff he used. So there's
we can ask about full setup. Yeah.
So there's his plot that he's plotted now.
Interesting.
Is this I've never seen a plot like this, but this seems like it's just some sort of threshold of a correlation.
Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, oh yeah, that might be it. Yeah, it looks like he's doing some kind of filter, perhaps. Yeah, so he's filtered the correlations with a threshold of above 0.05, and yeah, so that's really interesting. Yeah, very cool.
GG Core allows you to specify blank values for non-significant... Okay, so not significant correlations are blank. Do we have a holdout set? Yes. So they...
Oh, yeah.
So out of all the different dates, that speed dating sessions, there's one date of speed daters, 21 men, 21 women, that has been removed, and that's being used as our holdout. So they have access to it, but they don't have... they have access to it, and they don't know what the targets are. You know what the actual predictions or the actual values are for their target, but I do, and Meg does. So
good note.
So this is pretty neat because you can see that with this package that Tony's using, he is sort of doing all the things that Jordan's doing, except Jordan has used sort of a heat map. And then he sorted values through his data frame, and then he created a different plot, while Tony has just done everything in a single plot. Unsure exactly... Oh, it looks like possibly Jordan is, yes, getting the features out of his correlation plot, and he is now limiting this down. Now, the issue here, and I hope he recognizes this, is two of the features that have been listed here, which I know the quality is pretty low, so you'll have to believe me, but one feature says DEC and the other feature says DECO. And so if we go back to the share screen here, there's a specific set of columns that we've held out of the holdout set. So in the holdout data set, they don't have the target column, obviously, because that would be just giving them the answers. And they also don't have DEC and DEC-O. Now, DEC and DEC-O are whether or not the person decided whether it's a yes or a no for the other. Now, the reason this was also taken out is because you could just simply train a simple model, maybe not even a model, on people who said yes to each other, and that would give them the match. Because that's
Makes
ultimately
sense.
that's ultimately what the match is made of, if they both said yes.
Yep.
So if, and this is scary, if Jordan goes down a path where he uses deck and deck O, then he's going to be in a world of hurt if he didn't read through that doc sheet. All right, let's take a look at Tony here. Do we want to talk about the golden features, Meg?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we're probably safe. It seems like our contestants are muted, so yeah, let's reveal. Let's reveal.
Okay.
Do you want me to do the first one, or do you want to do the first one, Nick?
You can do all of them.
Sure, sure. Okay, so our golden feature number one, and reminder, this is something the contestants they're not aware of any of the golden features, but they get 5 points for each of the 3 golden features that they hit during their 2-hour live coding session at the end. So the first golden feature is created a feature importance plot. So keep your eyes out, chat. Keep your eyes on the collab, our studio, and keep an eye out for feature important plots. And help Nick and I out if you spot one. The second golden feature is used some kind of spreadsheet software for EDA. So, both of our contestants have just dove headfirst right into the code. But if they had used something like a Google Sheet, Excel, they could earn 5 points. Maybe they still will. We'll see. But that's our second golden feature. And then the third golden feature is we wanted to have something around feature engineering. So there's a bunch of different columns or features related to hobbies, interests of the speed daters. And we want to see some kind of dimensionality reduction of the hobbies features. So yeah, help us keep an eye out for some feature engineering on hobbies. So
yeah, the interesting thing that we had when we did this several months ago was we found that hobbies weren't like any individual hobby on their own wasn't very powerful, but shared interest was somewhat of an important feature in speed dating, at least. And this makes obvious sense. If your partner or someone you're dating has shared interests, shared commonalities, that's obviously one an easy icebreaker, easy date idea. But two, just like dating longevity. Do you see yourself seeing this person more often? And so it was weird to see that any single individual activity didn't necessarily correlate. It wasn't people who, there was one. So there was one feature that really did correlate, and if someone was really into gaming, that actually negatively affected their...
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
So...
I thought you were gonna say my hobby is being ridiculously good looking, Zoolander. These are the 10 out of 10 people, right? Yeah.
So, the in the data, none of the hobbies really were strong correlations to any one of the hobbies, any one of the activities that people do. They didn't correlate with if you do this one thing, people, you're gonna match with tons of people. But together, if you created some sort of feature engineered component of hobby, then that sort of component space might correlate. And so it'd be interesting to see if anyone comes out of this with some sort of reduced features that include all those hobbies.
Yeah. So this is data science and craft beer. That's a persona. That's a hobby.
That's it could be. Or that would be component 3.
Yeah. Yep.
The craft beer lover component. We do have some just information about our contestants. just to sort of get to know them a little better since they're coding, and obviously we don't really want to distract them. Meg, do you want to talk a little about, I guess, Tony first? Do we want to talk about Tony?
Yeah, let's talk about Tony and Tony's background. Let's see.
As I do this, I'm fiddling around with some of the screens, y'all. See if I could improve some of the quality that we're seeing here. So if you see some of the screen look kind of goofy for a second, like it might, for instance, look like this for a really hot minute. Don't fear. We'll move it back to your regularly scheduled viewing soon enough. So
yeah.
But actually, right now, I need to figure out what that dimension is. But let's talk about Tony while I'm fiddling around with this.
Yeah. So one thing I think is interesting about Tony is apparently he learned Python before he learned R. But I guess R is really what stuck with him and what he's been successful with. So I think that says probably a lot about that really weighs on the language wars, right? I mean, he learned Python first, like tried R, and that ended up being his language of choice. So yeah, I think that's pretty meaningful. So I guess that explains why we're seeing Tony killing it with R over here, R Studio, R Stats. He did his undergrad in electrical engineering at UT Austin's, and he has a quote analytics master's degree. Not really sure what the difference is between a quote analytics master's degree and just an analytics degree. But there you go. And he has that master's in analytics from Georgia Tech. Yeah, Southern y'all.
Welcome.
Analytics is actually not his first sort of like programming language. So his first programming language was actually assembly, followed by C.
What a monster.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well,
how's things going with the window management, Nick?
I'm gonna put a temporary screen up to highlight Tony while I work on it, but I think for now we can just look at it like this, and I think we're okay. Okay, good. There's something interesting about both Tony and Jordan, and I found this sort of interesting because they both mentioned bike riding in different ways.
Oh yeah.
And we'll talk about Jordan in a second because he obviously has like a large affinity towards riding bikes. But in contrast, Tony apparently can't ride a bike. Doesn't know how to ride a bike. So this is maybe causation is correlation here, y'all. Whoever wins. Perhaps it's based off the bike riding.
Yes. Yeah, we'll try to read the tea leaves and see sort of like what weird personal attributes are at cause here. So one way or another, because balance. He said it's balance. He can't ride a bike because he has terrible balance, and yeah, of course that would have something to do with writing code. Yeah.
Clearly, clear. But yeah, I know Tony just in terms of he's been in this chat for a while now, and I believe he started coming in when we were doing Big Data Bowl, when we first started Big Data Bowl back in October. Me and Ethan, shout out to Ethan Douglas, Chiefs Analytics, and recently verified our own Twitter celebrity, Ethan Douglas.
Recently verified, impressive.
Yeah, he's got that athletic cred, so they verify their folks out there. And when we first started doing that on stream, I know Tony was coming in just to hang out and maybe just watch other people kind of start doing it, since all of us sort of had the data, and maybe not all of us knew exactly how we were going to deal with it. But he started coming in more, and like maybe rather than just coming in for the data or for the big data bowl content, he ended up coming in for just all the content, and that's been really nice. It's been nice having Tony around chat. Data Dude, Jordan, the other coder tonight, he very similar. Let's take a look at him now, since I could do this.
Yeah, let's do it. We got multiple plots up. And I think Tony was just getting to doing, I think he said, I think I'm reading that he's actually commenting his code as he's writing, which is pretty awesome. I think I saw he had started doing some very basic modeling.
That is crazy if he's commenting his code along. Well, you know, it's not too crazy if you think that like he believes that might be one of the golden features, right?
Yes, it's true.
Like if he thinks that's one of the golden features, then that makes complete sense. Like one of the golden features could have absolutely been comment your code, you know?
True that. I mean,
writing that one.
We want to encourage. Yeah.
Making a note of that one for future events.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal of the golden features is, you know, we want to see our contestants try different wacky experimental things, you know, and you know, stumble upon a golden feature. So
I just realized that I've had a hype train going. I'm at level 2 hype train. That was pretty freaking wild. I've never had a hype train before. That was my first hype train. So I appreciate all the subs, y'all. Z-Rap, Data Wizard, Ozma. Welcome, by the way. Craig with the 5 gifted. Man, that's wild. I appreciate all that, y'all. If you don't know where the money goes... Oh yeah, also Tom. Tom's in there too. Crap. Almost missed you. If you don't know where all that money goes, it actually goes back to chat. So for anyone who's been in the community, they've heard me say this a million different times. And I have the pleasure of saying it again. But the money just sits in my PayPal. And so rather than me using it for anything, if you need travel money, if you need conference money, if you need like registration money for any of whatever you are going to, if you're a student, if you're trying to change careers into like sports or data science, you can always let me know. And whatever's in the PayPal, we'll just gift. And all you have to do is come on the stream. We talk a little about what you're doing, and then I send you off with some cash, and hopefully that helps, you know, diffuse or, you know, level out some of the financial burden, because it costs a crap ton of money to apparently get a fucking job these days. So, I've been there, and I know that really sucks. I hope you see it as a resource. Don't ask Nick Wayne for drinking money, and he doesn't pay for booze. You could use the money for whatever you want, y'all. Whatever your heart desires, okay? Let's take a look at Tony's screen, because it looks like Tony is plotting some interesting stuff here. He has a plot here that says, did the people like each other? And he has some sort of like different values going on, and I don't know exactly what these values are.
Yeah, let me see. I'm checking this out too. Looks almost like a video game map or something he's got going on. Yeah, I mean, well, certainly, did the people like each other? Does seem important. So, and we can actually read what he's typing. We've got a ton of these attributes and attribute other person feature pairs. Surely we can do something with them. I agree, Tony. Surely we can.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
This is extremely impressive from Tony, simply because he has no fear that the doc and writing doc is going to cut into any of the time for his modeling. Zero fear. Fearless doc writing here.
Fearless. I love it. Really flexing the ggplot skills. I mean, superior data visualization capabilities to Python, and yeah, he's showing us what it can do. So.
Wow. Zero bias in this statement.
Zero bias from me.
Yeah, this is extremely impressive showing. He's definitely going to win some cool points from the chat for this one, I believe. I know chat, and I know myself personally. I really try to stress, write notes to yourself along the way. I do it not for any other reason other than I make so many different notebooks on this stream that I absolutely have to write notes to myself. And so commenting is obviously the note making scheme I abide by when I'm coding just random stuff on stream. So I think chat will probably enjoy some of that. We need some Seaborn. Yeah, I think if I wasn't mistaken, I believe Jordan was doing a little Seaborn in here. He actually had like some interactive plot. It looked like he was using some Plotly stuff, to be honest.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now there's some style points.
Yeah, but as we said before, the idea that Jordan is going full bore into the modeling, it hasn't stopped. He is currently creating a scikit-learn pipeline. So he is gonna scale his data out. So he's using a standard scaler. He's normalizing all the data so it's all on the same scale, and then he's gonna shove that into what looks to be like a logistic regression right now. So
Impressive.
R is Biggie.
I see.
Does that make Python Tupac? Is that what we're going for?
Yeah, I think so. I see over on Tony's IDE we've got the kind of, you can represent like there's clearly some class imbalance on our target variable match here. So way more people don't match than match. So yeah, we'll see how he handles that. See how both of them handle this.
This is I don't know. This is a lot more interesting. I thought all right, this is what I was thinking, all right? Just straight up. Let's
hear it.
I thought like, okay, like I've been streaming live code for years now and no one watches my streams. So who's going to watch two people live code at the same time? But here we are, 87 people, and we've been floating around 80 to 90 this entire night. And I am absolutely shocked, to be honest.
But like shocked, delighted, right?
Shocked, delighted, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Are we warming your Simon Cowell heart?
Possibly.
Tonight?
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, save some of the, yeah.
we haven't dug in quite yet. First the pause and then the claws, you know?
Oh, I love it.
That's the chat wants blood. Everyone, by the way, everyone's giving you a lot of R love in chat, Meg.
Oh, I'm touched.
I believe if I interpret what's happening in chat and all the people who use R, they're all chanting "one of us." So
That's right. Yeah. Do you think you could live code in R, Nick? Do you have any R chops?
I know R, but could I live code in R? I mean I could, but it'd just be very gross. Like
yeah.
It would
Some people probably say it's gross even if you are familiar with R, to live code in R. So
yeah, I wouldn't be very effective, but I could definitely do it. And I've done it before. I just, everyone knows I'm a Python dude. And at the end of the day, drop me in the Colab notebook and let me run free, By the way, for y'all in chat, if you didn't know, if you want access to the data that they're using, exclamation data will get you literally the data set that we gave them access to. So exclamation data, or data, depending on how you pronounce it.
Either works.
Yeah. Are you a data or are you a data person?
Yeah, let's see. Data. I think I'm a data person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that feels more natural, but I could go with either. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm data. I'm data, but I'm
Are you singular or plural? Do you say the
oh
data are or the data is?
oh I'm plural. I'm absolutely plural because of the existence of datum.
Right. Technically, I think I still say the
I
data
think
is on Kaggle. The data are on Kaggle. That doesn't sound right.
but you could say like there are data on Kaggle.
True. True that. Yes.
So, okay, I think
Yeah, no one says datum.
yeah. Apparently,
It says
yeah.
it all.
No one says no one says datum. I've said datum on like exams, and I've been awarded bonus points. They were like, "Oh, very good use of this word, +1," and like that's how you get like a 65 out of 100 on a test and like just pass the threshold. It's like, haha! If it wasn't for me saying datum, I would have got a lower D. So
Like it was a golden feature, you could say.
it was my own golden
You found
feature.
it. You found a golden feature.
It was my own. It seems like I don't know if we were. I don't know what's happening over in Jordan's notebook here. Um, but
What have you got?
he seems to. I don't know. Is it frozen or is it like bad connection or something? Someone, Craig, video editor Craig, is asking, is the view that I'm seeing the same view as what everyone else is seeing? And yes, absolutely. So, I don't know what's happening on... Oh yeah, okay, I see Jordan's mouse moving here. He's got some stuff happening here, so... he is somehow, and I don't know how, I absolutely have no idea how, but he is going to try to tune. He's going to try to shove this through a grid search.
All right.
So if I'm not mistaken, that's what these parameters are. He's setting up a range for each of the different keys, each of the different hyperparameter keys, and he's going to tune through this. Apparently, he believes this is what's going to get him the juice. Welcome back, everyone. By the way, welcome back, everyone. Over on Tony's side, Tony is working towards building out his train test split right now, but he has even mentioned in his comments, I don't think we need to train test split if we have a true holdout, which is absolutely true, as we are 37 minutes in to our live coding competitive data science session. Thanks for the sub, Intruda. How come I can't get 90 people to watch me play bad chess? I don't know, dude. Welcome back, Greg. Thanks, B-Rack. Or Brack? I don't know. Maybe it's like Brax, like the 5 is an S. Welcome back, Nate. Welcome back, everyone. I know I'm missing a ton of people who've been talking in chat. Welcome back, Ethan. Welcome back, everyone. But I appreciate everyone coming in and hanging out, you know? This was a big thing that me and Meg are doing, and I'm enjoying the turnout. Hopefully you're enjoying it too, as we're watching Tony versus Jordan in our first Sliced. If you came sort of late, if you're tuning in for the first time, if you're tuning in the middle of this, it's basically like Chopped. The live coders have been given a data set that they didn't know, and they were told you have to predict on a particular column, and you have to make the best model. And the person who makes the best model will get a certain amount of points for having the best, in this case, lowest log loss. Along the way, data visualization is important. They'll be awarded points for their data visualization. And there's also 3 golden features. So along the way, if they're able to find things in through their data process, they will be awarded sort of bonus points if they're the first to get to them. So in this case, tonight's golden features, they're different every time, but tonight we're working with the first create feature importance plot. First person to open a spreadsheet program and do some sort of EDA in there. As we see another plot from Tony here, this looks like a UMAP. It looks like he's actually... This is close. This is very close.
This is getting there on our third golden feature.
The third golden feature is to dimension reduction of the hobbies down to 1 feature, or down to a few features. Yep. And so he has UMapped. Meg, do you want to talk a little about UMap at all?
You know, I have used it in R, but it's been a while. So I'm familiar with it as dimensionality reduction approach, but similar to like something like PCA. I can't imagine it would be too different in Python either. In fact, maybe that's where I've used it.
You literally import UMap as UMap, I believe. Because I believe the package is all in caps.
Makes sense.
So people import it with lowercase. But UMap, for the folks at home who are like, what the hell is UMap? UMap is similar to PCA or ICA or something that reduces things in dimension, to do a dimensionality reduction. Except PCA and ICA, they sort of linearly decompose your data. So it sort of is trying to fit like a line through all the data and say, oh, these components sort of like correlate with each other. And so let's just say these features are part of component 1 or something like that. So rather than like assuming linearity, you can not assume a linearity, similar to how like some models do not assume linearity. They're ergo something like UMap. Now, before UMap, there was something called TSNE. TSNE. But TSNE is definitely slower by almost all benchmarks than UMap.
I have heard that.
And so a lot of people have sort of skipped even doing UMap or even doing TSNE because of how quick and how just as good at dimension reduction, if not better, supposedly, UMap might be. Now, some people might think of this and it's like, oh, this sounds a lot like neural net embedding layers. You're not too far off. It is definitely similar to embedding layers. So if you want to read more about UMap, it's the letter U, MAP, and there's a lot out there about it. So let me catch up with chat here. Thank you, Ross, for doing some mod work. Good mod work there. Data Wizard's saying UMap's on the to-do list of things to learn. We spend all this time arguing R versus Python, but at least we can get behind theme minimal. True. Are you how condensed or concise do you wish your do you have your IDE, Meg?
How dense or concise do I have my IDE?
Yeah, like when you're coding, do you want like a lot of different things around, or do you want like text to be a particular way, or like how small do you want things? How large do you want things?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say my setup, like, you know, that Tony has here in his art studios, basically, I mean, looks very similar to what, you know, my setup is, dark mode included. I like its nice like window management. I love the plot window there. Like, you know, it's nice too. I don't think I've seen him do it, but you can kind of like toggle through like all of your plots that you've created, just super nice. So yeah, I think this is a nice setup. It looks like he's using R Markdown, so he may be able to render like a very nice like HTML doc like at the end of this. It'll be, you know, beautiful like interleaving of markdown and code, and sometimes I like to do that. So yeah, I'm curious if we'll see that from Tony too in his final deliverable.
I wonder that too. Danny Tressman has pointed out that Tony has been using some low-key punny names like recipe and juice for his for some of his functions or features.
Yeah, I think those are like APIs from some of the like tidyverse packages for modeling. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I think there's some clever names, yeah, that we're seeing.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting. I'm excited to see sort of what's happening. I appreciate everyone coming in and saying like this is fun and cool. I appreciate it, y'all. I'm trying to scroll back up on the chat, and yes, remember, we are a whatever coding language you want to use, pro community. R and Python are both welcomed here. It's just I'm a Python person, so
we just complement each other. So
that's right.
Yeah, the world needs complementary, diversity. So
speaking of Python, let's take a look at what's happening over with the man in Python, Jordan. Jordan is again, he's trying to set up this pipeline with what seems to be for what it looked like, yes. So if you could see down here, chat's in the way. Let me just. Okay, chat, you're going away for a second. Oh crap. Okay, yes, you're going away for a second. If you see down here, he has randomized search CV going on, which a lot of people they talk about like, oh, grid search, like that's what we should do, but more often than not, if you're going to use grid search, you most likely should be using randomized search, which is the same thing as grid search, except you're randomly choosing things as opposed to linearly going through or sequentially going through all the features that you put in. So it's just going to randomly sample all the different features you have, and you could set a stopping number on the amount of iterations. So it will just like randomly choose all these different features, and then it will stop after a certain amount of iterations, and then whatever the best combination of features given sort of the stopping metric, it will say, all right, well, this is how the model is. This is the tuned version of it, and so these are the parameters you should use in your particular model. So he's trying to leverage the scikit-learn pipeline functions and create a pipeline that also grid searches and then will output not just the best model, but also his predictions, is what I believe is going to happen here. So exciting stuff right now. Exciting stuff right now. Chat, have I fixed the spotlighting? Is everyone enjoying the spotlighting a little better? The quality of the code that we can see is that it's a little higher now. Way better. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. Okay. So much better. Readability plus points to me. Thank you, myself.
Well done.
Seed 6969, maybe 6669. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, 6669. That is true. Good seed, Tony. Way to meme it up, dude. Let's talk a little about Jordan.
Yeah.
So Jordan, let's highlight his code. Let's talk a little about Jordan. So Jordan is an analyst, and he's an analyst over at a genetic testing company, and his background's bioinformatics. But the thing that he sort of like kind of really circled around in his bio here was he cycled, and he used to be a bike mechanic before he's a data analyst. And on top of being a bike mechanic, he's also cycled around Portugal, Spain, France, and Italy for 3 months, carrying his own food and tent and maps. Like, literally an off-the-grid dude. Sort of like living some people's, like, absolute dream. Like, let's just ride bikes around the Swiss Alps, or right, the French
not
Alps.
Tony's dream though. Yeah.
not Tony.
Not Tony's dream. Yeah.
Tony's dream would be like, please let me ride a bike.
Well, he said Tony said he does rollerblade, if I'm remembering correctly. So maybe he can like rollerblade across Europe.
Chat says Tony might dream about it, but that's it. So Jordan has cycled around Europe for months, living out of his own backpack. That's very admirable, very romantic, it seems, in terms of different sort of backpacking dreams. He wanted to mention that he hates pie charts, which is good. He's a vegetarian. He overcame his stage fright by forcing himself to speak or play music in front of an audience. I don't know if that's necessarily one audience in particular or many different audiences, but apparently he also plays music. And for 15%, I believe, of people in chat, you will be happy to know that he is left-handed. So, Meg, lefty, righty?
I'm right-handed. Yeah.
Me too.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm
Is that one of the attributes in our speed dating data set? Handedness?
Handedness. I in neuroscience research, if you're studying a brain area that might be lateralized, one thing that you want to control for is handedness, because if you're left-hand dominant, but like the thing you're looking at is like in right-handed people, this is localized on the left side of your brain or on the right side of your brain, then your handedness might throw off like where the location of a particular area in the brain might be. So for years now, I have been very sensitive to whether people are left or right-handed. It's one of like the first things I notice is like whether they write or like whether they like pick things up or whether they like do things with their left hand. That's just something that sticks out to me. So in Texas, we don't learn how to ride bikes. We just drive our trucks around. Yeehaw, dude. Yeehaw. Tony on a bike is fish moly. Oh man. Actual pain. So yes, Data Dude also knows nothing about sports, which is kind of hilarious since this stream is mostly a sports data science stream. So, but
hey, I don't know a whole lot about sports either. So, yeah, respect.
Meg, I think you might be frozen.
There's a chance of that. I believe that. Can you still hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I am not frozen for myself, but yeah, let me know.
Okay.
Am I still frozen?
Yeah, I think you're still frozen.
Oh. Let's see. My very much not great personal laptop is struggling a little bit with the number of like Chrome tabs and streaming on Discord and everything going on right now. So
it unfroze after. Oh, you're back. Welcome back.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yes, very exciting, y'all.
Cool. So Jordan's stage fright thing stood out to me And I'm very curious, like, if the kind of like effort that he put in on, performing in front of an audience is going to be, is that something that helps him with like a live coding scenario as well, even though ironically, he's not actually, we're not able to actually hear him or see him at the moment. But does it still translate?
I do feel like at times when I'm streaming, like it does give me like the vibe of like playing a show or doing something like in front of an audience, which obviously it is in front of an audience, but even though there's a screen that like separates me from like seeing everyone else, like I still get that vibe. I don't know if they're getting that vibe tonight, but I do feel that way. Someone's saying we're getting our first Preds, which let's take a look.
Yeah.
So here is Tony with his split, and he is getting our first Preds out there. And then in Jordan's side, he is also getting his first predictions saved into his variable here. So they are literally neck and neck in terms of like steps. In terms of their process so far, they've actually both like done relatively they've done like relatively similar approaches, actually. Like one person has approached it, or both people have approached it, where they've taken the data set, they've read over the docs, they've done their exploratory data analysis by correlating the features. They've selected, okay, Tony is freaking out with his pain here, or going into incognito mode for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but who knows.
Right.
And then they've both taken their EDA, they've both taken their correlations of features. They use that to parse down the amount of features that they're going to use for their model, and they both created sort of a pipeline for modeling. So we see that over here. You could see the console here predict over his what looks like some sort of grid search, or possibly even just like your generic cross-fold validation. On Jordan's side, it's the same thing, and Jordan looks like he's doing something that every single person has done. Every single person has done, which is he doesn't necessarily know what's going on with his metric and why he's getting such a high accuracy score. His rock awk right now is 1, and he doesn't know what's going on. He's probably overfitting his data. It's most likely happening. And he is probably trying to diagnose it through the model. And because he's doing, and you can see right here, I see it right here. This is a problem because he's using decision and decision O.
Yep, we called it.
And if that's like, God, he needs to read the doc. We can't tell him. We can't actually tell him.
Whew.
But he's going to be screwed when he sees that the holdout set doesn't have decision O. And that's exactly why he's getting an overfit model. He's getting an overfit model because he has those two features, and those two features literally say whether one person said like, yes, I want to see this person again, and the other person, yes, I want to see this person again. So Jordan he's trying to diagnose this through the model, and this is absolutely like
the documentation.
You got our RTFM, right? When you get down to this point in modeling, and you're so set on the feature set that you know is going into the model, and you feel like you've done everything you could to like select the right features, very rarely will your first instinct is to go back and check what those features were. Your first instinct typically will be like, let's just diagnose this with the model. Maybe do
what Jordan's doing here. Yeah.
Maybe we've tuned in a weird way. Maybe we've done something that's sort of incorrect. And he's getting the vibe. Like you could see his log loss is 10 to the minus 16. This is effectively 0. He has 0 loss. And so in his mind, if I was Jordan right now, I would be freaking out. I would
He's
be
got an hour.
freaking out.
We're at the about like a 1 hour mark. So, he's got time. He's got time to figure this out.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think I'd be freaking out too.
It's gonna be rough sailing for him if he doesn't get that out of the model. On Tony's side, let's see. While there's a lot of columns, some of these are numeric, some of these are categorical in disguise, which is true.
So he's really sharing like some great insights as he goes along. Though at one point I peeked and saw that he literally left a comment in his code saying taking a water break, which I love that. Literally wrote down taking a water break here. So we're getting like a very this is like a log straight from Tony's like brain. What is going on, what he's doing. It's pretty cool.
Ghetto Bob does point out the exact thing that Jordan should do, which is if he does the feature importance, which would get him points because no one has done an actual feature importance graph yet. If he does feature importance, he would be able to see that decision and decision O are overfitting. He would absolutely be able to see that. And so if he gets to that point, he would not only solve his problem and maybe go back into the doc and realize that literally, hold on, let me just, literally, in the doc, at the very top of this doc, which they have, in the following data, in the holdout data, you will not have these columns. And so he's training a model on 2 columns that don't exist in the holdout set. And so this is a world of hurt if he continues down this path. And so hopefully, he can diagnose this. Hopefully he could diagnose this. Because if he doesn't, then dude, RTFM. Read the fucking manual. That's rough. Because that's truly an RTFM situation.
It would be interesting to see, how he would, redeem himself in, I think it's the 3rd episode, the 3rd week of Data Science Sliced. Or bring everybody back, because he'd have to redeem himself for sure.
He might be close. He might make a tree. He might make a tree graph of his model.
See what we got here, yeah.
He might, but he looks like he's definitely in a pit right now. Oh, and we're looking at some. What is going on here? Oh, we got some model tuning docs. Tony, unafraid and unashamed of Googling some docs. He looks like he's headed his way through into some model metrics here, so that's good. Shout out to Julius.
Oh yeah.
How do you pronounce this name?
This is Dr. Julia Silge.
Silge, that's right, Silge.
Yep.
I always want to say Silge.
Yeah, she and I were co-workers at Stack Overflow for a year. She's a wonderful person. She's now at our studio.
Love to see it. That's right. Man's in the weeds. That's right. Should I nudge him about it? I wish I could, but this, data science. When it comes down to competitive data science, the rules are pretty clear. It is one person, one machine, their own model.
The judges cannot be cooks in the kitchen here.
We cannot. As much as I would love to say you're headed down the wrong path, we can only watch in terror as he continues doing what he's doing. And I believe I want to believe that over the next hour, so contestants have less than an hour left. I want to believe over the next hour he's going to figure it out. But if he doesn't, God, he's going to be in a world of hurt. Didn't you set the rules? We did. So they were told the rules many different times.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on. We can only watch in terror while their ice cream curdles. That's right, chat. And Truda said he's got the perfect model job done. So
Yeah, I mean, once he figures this out, he may not be far off from, picking back up where he left off. But yeah, it really hinges on figuring out this data documentation issue.
Oh my goodness. I am if he could figure out why he's overfitting. Cuz I know he knows like when you're at this point,
Yep, something's wrong.
you know you're overfitting.
Something's wrong. Yep.
So, why do they always try to use the ice cream machine? Why do they never grease their cake pan? Yeah. That's literally what we're seeing here on Sliced.
That's right.
Like, oh man, I feel this pain too. I absolutely feel this pain. This is like,
Yeah.
this is so
He's-
painful.
He's seeing it before his eyes. He's like, "Yep, this is, but why? This is wrong, but why?" He doesn't know.
That panicked scrolling up and down. Oh man.
He's like, "Check, check, check."
This is if he finds it and he so the path, right? If you have all the like they have a data dictionary, they have notes from us, they have all the machine learning power in the world. As we see, Tony actually plots some rock for himself. So he is getting into some model validation, model statistics here. This is good to see.
How far off do you think we are from a feature importance plot?
That's the next thing, right?
Yeah, we'll see what he pulls out.
So I don't think anyone's gonna get the spreadsheet. I think we have no spreadsheeters tonight. So I think we're gonna lose that one. And Tony was close, but I don't know if he we'll have to ask. We'll have to see what he put in the UMap, because if you put all the hobbies in the UMap, then I think he gets it.
Yep. We'll see. I mean, maybe, he'll get to, model development is a very iterative process. So we'll see if he gets to a point where he's happy with this, but then he goes back to, spending more time on some feature engineering. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
That's right, Crystal, and thank you for the question, Ross. There are 3 golden features. One golden feature is a feature importance plot. So first one to plot a feature importance plot will gain an extra. Is it 5 points, Mag? Or
yeah, each golden feature is worth 5 extra points.
Yes. Opening up a spreadsheet and doing anything in a spreadsheet is another. That's 5 points. And then the third one is if you feature engineered and reduce down the hobbies in the data set, that would be another. So the 15 points available if you just so happen to do any of those things. People are asking why. Because it's our game show.
It is our game show. I think about the golden features as a little bit like, the daily double on Jeopardy. The contestants don't know where the golden features are hidden.
That's right. They could be, and a lot of it is like typical in some machine learning or data science process. I know a lot of people out there are like, ew, spreadsheets. So many people still load stuff into spreadsheets and like visually inspect their data that way. A lot of people do that. Tons of people do that still. We need to get this on the Ocho. True. Okay. We gotta take a look, because it looks like Tony is headed down a pretty good path with
Tony's looking good
with sort of model metrics and predictions here. So let's take a look.
Has Jordan made any progress?
Oh, he's just scrolling up and down.
Scrolling up and down.
Literal doom scrolling.
Yes. Oh, this is the data science version of doom scrolling.
This is literal doom scrolling. Oh man.
Where did I go wrong in my notebook? It's not the notebook.
It's not even the models.
You gotta get out of the notebook.
It's not even the modeling. It's not like the modeling is absolutely fine. It's your features. One would like, at what point are you like, burn it all down? You know? Oh, he's going back up. He might look.
Yep. Get a little farther, get a little farther. Yep.
Oh, I think he's going too far. If he opens the data dictionary,
Yep.
I think he'll see it. Like if he, especially this plot right here, because at the very end here, you have Deck and Deck O, and those have really high correlations, and those are in his model.
Yep.
So.
Ooh, this is like an anti-golden feature that we left in the dataset. It's like a what's the Mario Kart shell or whatever? Yeah. Yeah.
This is the blue shell or red shell.
Yeah, whichever it is.
Oh my goodness. I am honestly like, this is scary. This is honestly scary. I don't know what I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect here. All right, let's go back to Tony. Let's de-stress and watch Tony mark down his way to. He's outputting an RDS file, so
here we go.
He's writing this out. It seems like he is saying in some way he's ready.
He's got something end to end. It's seeming like.
This is brazen. Let me tell you, this is brazen. If he just so happens to be like, yeah, I'm done.
He's just gonna grab some of his tap water. I think he said he only drinks tap water.
That's right. He's
just chill out for the rest of the stream, maybe, you know?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What do we do if someone just speed runs this and is like, yeah, don't need the second hour?
Hey, he has no clue where Jordan's at. So I think, you know, if he does finish like an end-to-end solution early, like I predict he's gonna go back and keep iterating, keep, you know, feature engineering, keep kind of eking more.
I hope so.
Out of his models.
We are one away from 100. We're one away from breaking 100, by the way.
Oh damn!
Tell a friend.
Damn.
Tell a friend to get in here.
Tell a friend. Tweet it.
I appreciate all those follows tonight, y'all. Thanks for hanging out, and again, thanks for the subs, y'all. It's freaking awesome. I've never had a hype train before, so that was much appreciated. We hit it? Did we? My counter hasn't changed yet. My counter hasn't changed. Is it the same time next week? Yes, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Welcome back, Meg.
Oh, did I glitch out there for a moment?
You did a little. My counter hasn't changed yet, y'all. It still says 99 for me. But 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Mine showed 100 for about 15 seconds. I've been sitting on 99, y'all. We're doing this every Tuesday. Every Wednesday, we also do a data science roundtable. So we have a bunch of different data science people come on. If you're a data science person who's interested in coming on, just shoot me a message and we'll see if it'd be a good match. Down to 95. Oh man. Okay, let's not look. Let's not look at it. Let's not look. When's the roundtable? Wednesdays. So Tuesdays this month we're doing data science, competitive data science in the form of SLICED. We're sort of trying to try different things out between the different weeks, and then if there's turnouts like this every Tuesday, we're absolutely doing this in the summer for sure. But yeah, me and Meg. I'm hoping we can steamroll this into next week and also into the roundtables. That's more or less like a podcast for like an hour and a half. And then Mondays. Oh, this is a good way. This is a good way to advertise, because in April I want to bring back the Bad Data Viz show, which Meg was on. Meg, do you remember? Do you recall?
Yes. Yeah, we did cover some of my bad data viz. So nothing like what we're seeing from Tony, but yeah, some bad data viz.
Yeah.
It was good times. Yes.
So Bad Data Viz show is we bring on people who, and if you were in chat and you were this person, people were earlier in their career, or as a student, or as a person who was first getting into data visualization and data, we look at your old data viz, and we talk about how horrible and grotesque it was, and then we compare that to your new data viz now, and how you got from your old data viz, your bad data viz, to whatever data viz you're producing now. And so if you're interested in putting yourself out there and having a little interview, talking about data viz, talking about a little about you, shoot me a message. Join the Discord, follow on Twitter, follow Meg on Twitter, !Meg, if you want some Meg details.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ethan, I'm looking at you, dude.
Do we want to so we have a couple questions coming from our contestants about the format of this the submission file. So maybe we could talk about, exactly what are they aiming to create and share with us at the end for the model evaluation portion of this.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me share. Let me share some of the stuff that I got, and then I don't have to write any CSVs. As we look at Jordan for now, again, doom scrolling through his own notebook. I don't know if he's gonna get it. He has his feature set, but he's looking at it's the end right there. If he could see here, it's this. He's making his threshold too low. He needs to make the threshold at the top lower than 100. Oh my goodness. Hurting my heart. Okay, we'll come back to this in a second. Take a look at Tony real quick. And then let's share the screen. So, let me run through this. The holdout data looks like this. Oh god. Reset. Holdout data looks like this. And it's exactly like the data that we've seen before. And there is a metric in here called match, which is right here. And that's what they're predicting for. And so in the end, what I want is their holdout data. And if they have like a prediction column in the data, np random. Can I just do random? And then I do a size, and I could just do shape 0. So if they have some sort of prediction at the very end, and it's just attached to this data set, then I will be able to take that and I can join the match, and then we'll just compare log loss, and the person with the lowest log loss wins. And remember that in this data set, they do not have decision or the opposite decision, meaning the person that was sitting opposite from them. So this is a speed dating data set. Is match basically and decision? Yes. So if they both said yes, so in this little form here, down here, they have sort of what it looks like. In the decision column, you can see DEC here as the feature, whether or not the person they were sitting across from, if it's a yes or a no. And if they both said yes to each other, then they both get a little thing that says, hey, you matched with so-and-so. You can go on a date if you want. So, so Meg, does that help?
Yep. Yeah, I think so. So we should expect to see them work with the holdout set, and then kind of like append their prediction to that data set.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Um,
So I think, if not like, if not now, as we're looking at Jordan continue to doom scroll, certainly, once he starts to work with that holdout set to do his make his final prediction file that we evaluate. Hopefully he sees that discrepancy.
Oh, look, we're at 110, y'all. Peepo
Woo!
Pog. Peepo Pog. Yeah, Ethan, I'm looking at you. Find some undergrad MATLAB plots, please. Our data is ugly. It's the opposite of our data is beautiful.
Our data are beautiful, are ugly.
Ooh. Strong call out. Look at this, y'all. Now I just need to make some good data viz to compare. Chat, how are we feeling about it? Are you guys liking this? Is everyone in chat liking this? Should we take a poll? Should I do a poll here?
Yeah, let's do a warm-up poll, because we're going to want to poll when we get to the judging portion too. So
okay, let's practice
see.
polling. For people who haven't been in a Twitch stream before, if you have come in to root for Tony or Jordan, or to root Meg on,
sure, sure.
Who knows?
I'll take it.
We can do polls, and we're going to use this feature in about 40 minutes. Oh my goodness, time is ticking down. So let me see. Is this cool? Yeah. No. Okay. And we'll make the duration 2 minutes. Okay, so you should see over that way in the chat a little thing at the top that says current poll, is this cool? And you can vote yeah or nah. And right now we are looking at 19 people voting, so this is good. 20. Wow. One person said nah. One person was like,
all right, that's all right. Yeah.
One person was like, take it back to the whiteboard, y'all. So so yes, remember, we're going to be using this feature soon. We're going to be using this to give the audience the ability to vote for who they think is doing the best job tonight. Which, as some people have pointed out, although Jordan, oh my goodness, Jordan has loaded in the holdout data. This
Here
actually,
we go.
Oh wait, he saw it. Look, he sees it.
This could be
decision. Oh, not in the index. Yes, he sees it.
Yes.
Okay, he could fix it. He could fix it. It's not impossible.
Critical moment. Yes.
He could fix it. This should be the signal. This should be the signal that says, get this shit out of my model.
We may be witnessing a breakthrough here, folks.
Yeah. This could be, unless he thinks we fucked up. So this is the other thing is...
I know, yes. He could, yes.
If he's like, oh, they fucked up, like they didn't give us these they didn't give us these features, then he's screwed. Then he's just absolutely screwed. But if, okay, maybe he's doing it. Okay, he's looking at decision. It's possible. It's possible, chat. We have it. It's possible. Is he going to do a correlation? Okay, he knows that decision and match are different now, but he doesn't know that he needs to read the doc. He doesn't know why. He doesn't know that decision O equals. Oh, maybe this is it.
Here we go.
He might. This might be it. He might realize. He might realize what it is. Oh, he's doing it.
The pattern. Oh, what's the code comment going to be?
Not in hold out. Oh God, he needs to read the doc. This is true. It's not in the holdout. Don't use it. Oh my goodness.
He said not in holdout, but he didn't say, and Nick and Meg fucked up. So this could be good.
Oh my goodness. Wait, he's gonna drop him.
We've got to drop.
He's gonna drop it. He's gonna drop it. He's dropping it.
He's dropping it.
All right.
I wish we could see his satisfaction when he reruns his pipeline after having removed these features. He's gonna be relieved. I can only imagine like how anxious he feels after spending, a significant amount of time doom scrolling here.
I think assuming Nick screwed up is a good bet, though. No kappa at all. So he's dropping it. Look, he's done it. He has dropped the features. He has realized the error in his way. He didn't do feature. Oh wait, Tony might. Is this feature importance? No, it's correlation plot. Still in correlation plot. So I think he might be feature engineering at this point.
Okay.
I think Tony might be feature engineering. So let's go back to Jordan. It's more than likely that he would have got to this point if he did feature importance, but because he didn't, and he looked at the holdout set instead, he still got the answer.
Yep.
So, but he is down to the wire now, because he's been fumbling around this for a good 45 minutes.
Yep, we're approaching just like 30 minutes remaining. Pretty close here.
Oh
so,
my
this
goodness.
would be a great recovery if he can do it.
If he, man. Well, all right, the one thing that he's doing here that's, okay, he fixed it, but he had this in double brackets at first. And so now he fixed that, he put this in parens, and he's dropped the feature. He's dropped the feature, he just needs to run the pipeline now. He could delete that, he deletes that, he deletes that cell, he could just, he's running the pipeline now. He's running through everything.
I'm living for this drama right now. We should have pulled after or during this moment, I think.
And okay, he sees it. He knows that match is 100%, and he sees all the other features. This is it. This is now like log loss at this point. Going back to going back to Tony, he did say the imposter syndrome is real before he scrolled down a little, and it looks like he's creating another feature. So Tony, he knows he's made an end-to-end pipeline. He has a model that he's feeding features, and now he's just feature engineering his way to lower log loss. Okay. Back to Jordan. And okay, he sees it. He sees his score. Run your log loss, buddy. Run the log. Just run it. There we go. See, it's a number that makes sense.
Yes.
It's a number that makes sense. It is 5.236. It is a number that makes the UMAP
victorious moment.
The UMAP looks suggestive. Monka TOS. Is Tony fitting two models for an ensemble? No. So Tony is just feeding features that he's feature engineering, and he's doing that by using UMAP because he's noticed that there's over 100 features, and so he's just reducing features down. Rookie mistake. I could watch this every Sunday until football season. Well, hopefully we have it every Tuesday. This is a really amazing. Oh, thanks for the sub, Silent Storm. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the subs tonight, y'all. This is incredible. Literally an incredible turnout. And also, I don't think I didn't see you, Raj. All right, go live soon, buddy. That's all I'm trying to say. Go live soon. So. And if you are all, oh yeah, that's right. I missed the poll. What did we have for the poll?
What do we got?
Oh, I don't know how to look up like polls. Like, where did my poll menu go? How do I look at polls? I don't know.
Can't help you with that one, Nick.
Oh man, this is how you know I'm an actual papega. Okay, I don't know what the polls say. I'm pretty sure it was like a 99% in favor, but it looked like a lot of people understood what the polls were. So we'll be using that in a little over 30 minutes from now. So they're running down. The clock is running down right now. He's
As
got
we
it.
speak.
He's
as
got
we
his.
code.
We got Doc. Linear model is overfitting. Yes, it is. You don't have a lot of time. If he could switch models right now. He could switch models. 33-1, okay. So it looks like there's a lot of people who are voting. So remember, if you're in chat and you want to participate, remember that voting, the audience participation, there's a voting aspect. So remember that you will be awarding some points. How many points is it for audience?
I believe it is 10 points that the audience can gift to their favored contestant.
Uh-oh, is he going to go ensemble? If he types ensemble right here, we know he's going random forest or something. I think he is Googling to a side screen here. And ensemble, there it is. It's random forest. This has to be.
Go.
Yeah, there we go. Random forest classifier. Boom. So he's going to retrain all his thing. He's going to put this into a pipeline. Instead of using this logistic regression, that's going to turn into random forest. He's going to shove all of his data through it, just like he would before. Some of these parameters are probably going to change because they don't exist in the random forest key parameter set. So his model will definitely improve because this is obviously not a linear model. Let's go back to Tony. I noticed that the p-values were smaller for paired features. It might just make sense to focus on them. Okay. So these two UMAC components, component 1 and component 2. So he has decided that neither one is better than the other, but using both is best. It seems. Are we going to get live interviews with the contestants when they're done? We will. We will.
Although, will Tony's kind of live walkthrough of his approach really just be reading all of the really rich comments that he's... I mean, it feels like he's almost already speaking to the audience.
I do feel like the bridge of communication has been absolutely, like, definitely like a bridge has been built between a communication from Tony and us.
Yep. Yeah, we can. Yeah, he says, I don't think I need to split into train test, and if we have a true holdout, probably a bad call, but that's why I'm an engineer and not a true data scientist, he says.
That's
yeah.
fair. To be honest, you do have enough data, although it seems small. Like, you might only have 5,000 to 6,000 rows, but that is enough to do yourself some cross-fold validation at the very least. So at the very most, or to the furthest extent, Tony is thinking about overfitting, right? He might be worried that the model metrics he's seeing for his train and test splits here are not going to be extensible to the holdout set. So it's very possible that that's sort of what we're seeing here, that he is getting a little cold feet in terms of his model being as good as he thinks it is. Nick is in love with a little K. That's right. My personal opinion with the small data, I think you could still 10-fold, maybe 20-fold. You could still do that. I think that's still completely okay. Personally, I would do a group K-fold, and I would group K-fold against the different waves. So if we go really quickly back to the share screen, in the data, if you came late, you could type exclamation data for the data set. That's the exact data set that we're using in this competition tonight. This is speed dating data, and they did 21 different speed dating sessions. 4 of them were excluded because they were kind of weird in terms of how the data was collected. And then one of them is the holdout data set, which is wave 11. The way I would do a cross-fold validation in this data set, if this was given to me, I would group by the waves. That way I wouldn't have a bleed of different IDs from different participants. So I wouldn't want to learn how ID 1 in wave 1 sort of influence, or how sort of like chose or selected based off like however their particular profile is, based off how much they think someone is, you know, attractive, or how much they weigh sincerity, or whatever it is. I wouldn't want them to learn on themselves. But we did not see that tonight. So I think everyone is just sort of cross-folding however they want to cross-fold.
And I mean, I would, if for me, I just do whatever, you know, horrible methods I could make work, you know, to be able to manage something end to end in just 2 hours.
We're doing feature importance. Tony just said he's going to do a feature importance plot.
Is it happening? Are we seeing our very first golden feature?
He might get the 5 points here. So
all right.
Let's really quickly check in over here.
Variable importance time.
So Jordan is doing a tree search to just check on his decision tree splits. That's not quite a feature importance plot, but it is very close. So Tony is, and someone in chat did say this, Tony is going to ensemble or merge together a couple different models of his, and so we'll see. He said he's going to do variable importance. I saw that in one of his comments there, so we're gonna see. It is very pog, y'all. It is very pog. Dare it is a lol W, or perhaps even a peepo pog. Let's see. If he does it, that's 5 points right to his name. So.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
So
now, one of the things I thought was interesting that Tony shared with me is, you know, he apparently doesn't use like tab completion.
What?
He doesn't use kind of autocomplete. He doesn't use autocomplete when he codes. So I don't know if folks have noticed, but whenever he opens a parentheses, he has to actually like type that closed parentheses. Whenever he has like quotations, he has to type the closed quotation. So
what?
Apparently that's something unusual about his particular coding style. So I guess he's being extremely thoughtful about, you know, every character that he that we're seeing here on the screen. So
what a
fun
sicko.
fact about Tony. Yeah.
An absolute sicko.
Yes, absolutely. That
is beyond. That is psychopathic behavior. Okay. Check. Who doesn't tab complete? What?
Tony. I mean, look at this. We've got a hanging parentheses right now, and when is it gonna close? When is it gonna close? There we go.
Oh my goodness. Man, that's even that is not as sick as Jordan doing. So he's still there's an error writing his file. So he had an error in his RDS out. He does not know where. He does not know where. He is looking over his code and making sure he completed all of his parentheses.
Exactly, yep.
Did he add too many? He's looking through it. That's what I'd be looking for if I coded this way. I bet he pours his milk into his bowl before his cereal.
Utterly maniacal.
Yeah. Honestly, this is I've never heard that someone is he's against? Wait, is he against?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to touch base with Tony on this one in the Q&A portion.
Yeah.
Explain yourself. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's go over to Jordan real quick. All right, Jordan is waiting for his model to go through, and remember, this is a random forest, and he's tuning through estimators, which is a absolute Hail Mary at this point, because I honestly don't think the estimator difference is going to be that large. I think he has so many features that the depth of his model using just the out-of-the-box scikit-learn random forest isn't gonna get. Okay, he finished it. Goodness, that could have taken a long time if he was playing the estimator game. So. Okay, see, he shrank his log loss, so he went from 5-2 to down to, it looks like a 4-6.
All right.
So
Have we seen any scores from
Tony?
Tony at
Oh,
all?
look, it's a feature importance plot. He got it.
Golden feature. This is where we should have like a sound effect. Like
Rap air horn.
Yes, here we go. 5 points to Tony, so he's already ahead.
Oh my goodness! So Tony Tony does find a golden feature.
Yes.
That is 5 points to Tony. Golden feature achieved. Yeah, there it is, and he could see, and this is exactly what we were saying. If you like the person, it's not exactly like being like, it's not as strong as like, did you decide to say yes or no to this person? So liking each other is obviously very important in wanting to date someone again, but just as important, and look at this, y'all, look at this, fun is a little more important than being attractive, okay? Take that to the bank. Take that to the bank, y'all. Now, obviously, the two attractiveness here is more than this other being fun, but take it to the bank. Just be really freaking funny. Just be really a goddamn Jerry Seinfeld, all right? So,
all right, just got 20 minutes remaining.
What's like-o? So like and like-o is like being do you like the person who's opposite of you? And the person who's opposite of you, did they like you back? Fun or funny? I want to believe that fun in general sort of also consumed funny, because nothing else really fit under like the funny category. And so if you're like having a good time, laughing and whatever, that just might be fun. Like, it's fun to be around funny people. So I'm assuming both of those are sort of intertwined in some way. I haven't seen any loss scores from Tony. He has 20 minutes to wrap it up, though, so he might just be foregoing it. He did say he didn't do a train test split, right? So he might not be able to get it. He might just be going straight up model feature importance and assuming it's gonna work.
Yep. We'll see. We'll find out in just over 20 minutes if that strategy pays off.
That's right. Is this real data? If so, that means I have a chance. It is real data. Exclamation data. We'll get you to data. This is a data set from Kaggle. That's right. If you're unfamiliar with either me or Meg, I am a manager of data science at KFC. I used to be a data scientist at the Cincinnati Reds. And Meg Risdall, my co-host tonight, she is a project lead over at Kaggle.
That's right.
So
yeah, it's interesting. This data set is actually a really special data set at Kaggle. It's one of the earliest data sets that was published on Kaggle's dataset platform. So it's I've long been familiar and fond of this data set.
Yeah, this is I know when we were working with it, we spent, usually when we grab data sets from Kaggle, we usually grab like a data set and we work on it for about like a week. But this data set was so rich in features, we spent a good month working all sorts of different angles on it. Yeah,
there's actually another like kind of fun story to this data set. So it was created by a Kaggle employee during an offsite when they were launching the Kaggle datasets platform. And this was right before I joined the team, but they were having a competition to see who on the team could publish the most popular dataset. And I believe this dataset won out of like 5 or 6 other datasets published by employees. So yes, it is true. Kaggle employees are also internally competitive with each other. So yeah, in even more ways, this data set feels appropriate for a data science competition today.
someone in chat asked what was my score when I
Ooh.
created this.
How would you stack up against our competitors? We'll be able to know.
Well, if you want to know, this is my notebook. I'll post the notebook in chat, but my log loss score was pretty fucking good. 0.3408 for a match. So I don't think anyone's gonna beat that. Since the numbers we're looking at are like 5 point something. So I I also had some feature important stuff in there as well using SHAP. We also did some force plots to see whether or not people would match, and based off their different features, what drove their scores up in matching and what drove the scores down. And ultimately, a negative number means they didn't match, and a positive number would mean they would have matched. In this case, this example says negative. The actual match score was 0, so we could have done this with any of the matches. Yeah, not to pat myself on the back or toot my own horn, but I did pretty good on this one.
You didn't have the pressure of a competition. You weren't gonna get sliced.
That's right. I wasn't gonna get
You weren't gonna get sliced.
I spent like 3 weeks on it. I didn't have 2 hours to do it. Yes, there's a lot of factors in my favor. But in before Tony's ensemble model finishes and beats my score. If that happens, that would be honestly incredible. That'd be honest. I hope that happens. Also, look at this. What happens when you don't tab complete? Oh yes, typos. Oh yes, typos.
It's there for a reason, folks. We've got tab completion for a reason.
So, so it looks like he's trying to predict on the holdout set. That's exactly what this is. DF holdout. He's predicting on the holdout set, and he's going to. So the way that a holdout set works, if you weren't here earlier, they have a holdout set, and they're going to attach their predictions, just like how he's doing right now. You see the table printing out here, or Tibble, for you R folk out there. Right. He has his predictions as a column, and he's going to drop that into the Google Drive that he has access to. And then I will run the log loss because they don't have access to the targets. Let's take a look at Jordan over here. He sees the holdout set. Is he in predicting state? They have less than 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, I gave them a 15-minute warning, so they're feeling the crunch. We'll see.
He really needs his predictions in and attached to his holdout set if he wants this to get going. Yeah, Craig, if you want to start oh, well, actually, no, let's not do that because we'll do that at the end when we do who do you think had the better notebook? I think those 2 questions are about the same.
Yeah.
So at 11 p.m., if you want to do that, feel free to do that. I appreciate the help, Craig. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone hanging out, and man, we are at 100, and we've been at 100 for a while, y'all. So this is a marquee day for me, marquee day for the stream. I hope everyone who is hanging out tonight, if you are enjoying this content and you want more data science content, feel free to follow. We go live almost every day, 8:30 Eastern. We'd love to have you in the community, and we'd love to see you around, okay? We really do. So, is Tony going to try to knit? I hope not. Knitter in R is quite literally, like, I don't know, the a gambit at this point. Like if Tony actually tries to knit all of this into a doc, that would be honestly the most insane move. Knitter, as most R folk might know, not only do you have to like be pretty precise in terms of the location as to where you want to put things, but like it's sort of like, in Microsoft Word where like you put a graph somewhere and then like you type one thing and then like the graph moves and then
the
like
LaTeX, yeah, overflow box, whatever. Yeah,
I feel like that's like Knitter, but Knitter also like has render time behind it, so you might be sitting there to render like a doc that takes like 10 minutes and then you realize like, oh, all my graphs are like off the page and half cut off.
We'll see. I think I think he's been prepping for that moment since he started, so hopefully he's got things set up. So
okay, looks like he is putting in the preds now. Jordan is also in prediction mode, so he is creating a data frame that has results.
Right.
Still shook that Tony wrote us notes throughout this process. We love transparent and open king. That's right. I absolutely love the fact that Tony has been commenting throughout, communicating through his notebook for contestants in the future. Remember, if you want to swag on him, do some sweet comments. Also, remember, if every Tuesday is like this, if every Tuesday is hyped in chat just like this, then I honestly believe that we could do this in the summer, and we'd be looking for 16 people. So right now we got four for this month. We'd be looking for 16 in the summer, and we do it all. Just ones and zeros, right?
Yeah, do we want predicted probability or do we want predicted class?
Probability, because we want log loss.
Yep, exactly. I'm glad he asked that.
Okay. Yeah, so let's go over Tony's.
That would be...
They have They have 9 minutes left, y'all. Literally down to the wire. Yeah. Down to the wire, y'all. Log loss is the metric. They need to have the lowest log loss to earn. How many points is it for the modeling?
They get 15 points for best model. Or, excuse me, 30 points for best model.
30 points for best model. 5 points for each feature, for each golden feature. 10 points, was it, for audience?
Audience. Yep, that's right.
And then is it 15 points from you and me?
Yeah, so we get 15 points each to distribute. So we could decide, yeah, exactly.
Wait, so total 30? Like someone could get 30 points for data viz.
Yes. So if they get like full marks across the board, they could be 30.
Oh my god,
actually,
he is doing
actually
knitter.
More than that.
He is doing knitter.
Here we go.
What a sicko. He thinks he could do a knitter in 8 minutes.
And we hit an error.
Of course, because it's freaking knitter. There's no way he knits this successfully. There's no absolute way. There's no way. There is zero possibility of him successfully putting out a knitter. Zero.
I'm hoping you're gonna be proven wrong here, Nick.
All right, do the poll. Do the poll. Does he execute a successful knit? Do the poll. Do the poll. I am saying no. There's no possible way. Zero possible way. If he gets this, I'm bemoaning him. There's no way, dude. There's no way. What a Pat Mahomes move. There's no way he could flex on us this hard. No, he's gonna hit so many errors. It's gonna be impossible. All right, let's take a really quick. Okay, see okay, let's take a quick look over here. Okay, we got our preds coming out, and it looks like Data Dude preds is gonna export that to a CSV. So that's gonna be dropping in soon, meaning I need to open up my Google Drive.
And now really punctual here too. So if they are over the 9 o'clock, they'll begin to lose points for late submissions.
That's right. So so what did we decide on in terms of overtime penalties?
So we communicated you lose 10 points for each minute that you are past the deadline.
That's right. So if for every minute you will lose 10 points, every minute after 11 p.m. Eastern, you will lose 10 points if you are not done. So my recommendation for future contestants, hit your stop button 3 times, and that's it. Need attempt number 5, because it's not going to work. That's a heavy penalty. That's right. Does he successfully... Oh, wow. Right now, the votes, 15 in favor that he creates it. 5 have 16. Oh, see, error. Dude, this isn't going to work. The guy doesn't even tab complete. How do you think he's going to knit? Like, there's no possible way. All right, let's take a really quick look at Jordan. Jordan might be done. Jordan might be done. I'm going to check the drive to see.
All right. What do we got?
Yeah, he has dropped his data in. Okay. And Tony said he has dropped his in the G drive too. There's no way this. Okay. It is 62% saying he's going to successfully knit, and 38% saying no way. And I am one of those 38%.
He's still struggling.
There is no possible way. There's no way he knits this. Can you drop in multiple submissions? I will take only one submission, and I will ask exactly what file they want us to do, but it seems like they are just dropping in one file. So both of them have dropped in a single file. And so
we just got 4 minutes to knit here, Tony.
While we patiently wait on Tony to absolutely fail over the next 4 minutes, I will load in my log loss stuff. Scikit-learn, metrics, import log loss. Oh my goodness. This is actually the moment of truth. Like, I'm going to know. I'm going to know who is...
You're gonna know.
This is But what we don't know is the other points. We haven't awarded out all the other points yet.
That's right.
Jordan is saying he's done. And he's dark moded for funsies, it seems. So Tony is still attempting. There is still on my clock less than 3 minutes left. So
yep. All right, it's at 70% knit.
There's
you make it all the way. 77%.
There is no possible way. Do you actually think this is gonna work, Meg?
I think there's a chance. We're at 83%.
No freaking chance. There's no way. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's like, I got kind of like scared when Jordan started doing random forest and was looping or was tuning through estimators, because if he picked too large of a number, his model runtime might have been forever. at least in terms of the confines of this game. But knitting is, in my opinion, way worse. Leave the knitting to the R pros.
I think this, we could have made this like a platinum feature or something. Knit with only 5 minutes remaining.
Dude, this is something else. Let me tell you, this is something else. The clicky-clacky keyboard that you will hear me typing. By the way, exclamation keyboard if you want to know what keyboard I'm using. Oh, okay. Oh no, Jordan, stop sharing screens so we're all goofy looking now. Okay, that's fine. I will. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're not goofy looking anymore. Almost there. Wait, did it finish? Did it actually render? No, it's still running. It's still running.
Still at 87%.
It's not possible. He has less than a minute. He has less than a minute. All right. Meg, are you watching the time?
Yes, we are just a minute away, and then we're going to ask our contestants, or rather contestant at this point, to put codes down, pencils down. It's 8 o'clock. And we'll ask them to unmute and undeafen and join us for Q&A to walk us through their submission. So,
oh my goodness.
All right. I've asked our contestants to join us.
And it's still rendering, yeah. Okay, guess what, y'all? You, no possible way. No possible way. No possible way that was gonna work. Wow. Thanks for the 5 gifted, Intruda. Wow. All of you. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for everything so far, y'all. This has been incredible. Absolutely.
Yeah, this has been exciting. We've had some like really very cool moments, some very tense moments. So yeah, this is like everything that I could have hoped for and more.
Transition. Okay.
All right, I see a knit notebook from Tony here.
Oh my, but see, this is the thing. That's the okay, I do see the knit notebook, but he didn't do it in time. He did get it off though. That is props. It doesn't count. It doesn't count, okay?
Wait, that was a buzzer beater. What are you talking about? It just turned 1 on my clock. We get the full 10, the full minute there.
Clock in 59 seconds.
Oh my god.
Sorry, 11 o'clock. Yeah.
I am at Tony is Colonel Sanders now. I will absolutely admit that I am very impressed that you were able to debug a knitter in like 10 minutes. So
yeah, practice.
We're saying in chat like there's no possible way. There's absolutely no possible way. But yeah, you did it. You did it somehow.
Very, very, very well done. Impressive.
Yeah, I couldn't get the models to work, so I got the K&N model to work, but I figured I could do everything else okay.
I am just
Are we waiting for the big reveal, Nick?
I know. I'm diligently working on it. So, un momento, por favor.
So, Tony, Jordan, before we reveal the final score, the final ranking, how did that feel? How are you feeling?
I don't normally sit down for 2 hours and just straight up code, but I'm okay. Like I kind of, yeah, feel good. I'm kind of hyped now. I could probably do another 2 hours.
Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, I felt like it was pretty awkward at first. I don't usually live stream or do any of that, so I was just like momentary like feelings of panic. Like there are like 50 people watching me right now, doing some shitty code, but it does get easier.
We were panicking with you in some moments, so yeah, it was exhilarating. So
Real quick, Tony, I'm looking at your data frame and I have not the same amount of rows as the.
Oh,
I wonder if it like drops.
I have not the same amount of rows.
Yeah, it dropped. I don't know what. Oh, okay, it didn't give me a warning that it dropped.
Okay, I'm just gonna say if you could figure this out a little soon,
Yeah.
then it's okay because I don't think this is a complete penalty against you. But yeah, you got a lot of missing rows here. I feel like it's gonna be a quick fix, right?
Yeah, I just need like a mean and cute or something. Anything that's funny.
Okay. While we do
So-
that, oh yeah, Jordan, what's up?
oh, did you say like every minute past it's a couple of missing points? You did say that.
That
we did.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, I wasn't counting on me winning the modeling part, anyways.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Well, I didn't.
That's a strategy. Yeah, that's a strategy.
We'll still let you complete it just because I just want to see it. I just want to know. We got to have like the full toe to toe, but let's start with let's just start with Jordan. Okay. So first, Jordan, please introduce yourself to our 103 folks in chat right now.
Oh wow! All right. Yeah, my name is Jordan. My background is in biology and bioinformatics. I don't, as you could probably tell, I don't do a lot of modeling. But I thought I tune into Nick's stream a lot, and I jumped at the opportunity to give this a shot. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Well, a pleasure to have you on here, and I guess like the one question that we all had was we saw when you saw your log loss was 0, and you started what we were calling doom scrolling through your notebook. Take us through that moment, and like literally, like I don't know, it was a good 30+ minutes of you figuring out what had happened. So take us through sort of like what was happening there.
I actually don't think I truly figured it out until I got the holdout and I realized there were a bunch of columns missing. And then I thought, oh, are these like too highly, I didn't know exactly, but I was like, maybe these are so highly related that there's some, it's not in the holdout or some leakage or something. So I immediately tried to drop them. I don't know what I was doing. I kind of like, I'm not also not used to working with log loss. So I was like, I looked it up real quick and I was like, that's a really small number. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I was doing. I was also trying to get like more familiar. Like I don't use Colab a lot, and some of the shortcuts were like really messing with me. And then I was like, oh, well, maybe I'm maybe I'm doing really well. I'll just scroll around and like clean up my notebook a little bit or like do something. It's kind of hard to know what's going on in my mind, I guess, if there's no voice. But it was a little bit of panic, a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of late realization. Yeah.
That's incredible. Because when we were watching it, like we saw the moment that you saw, which was, oh, this is in the holdout set, and you spent a good like 10 to 15 minutes seeing if maybe we were wrong and like maybe like, oh, this isn't in there. And then like the thing we were hoping for was maybe if you did like a feature importance plot, you would see that you were overfitting, and it's absolutely true. What you said is like the decision, so that DEC and DECO, those are removed because they are the DEC and the DCO. If they both said yes, then they would match. So those were removed from the holdout. But yeah, we were really nervous that you were gonna keep going with that. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
did the chat's wondering if you read the doc.
I did not read the doc. I did not realize there was there was a doc.
So there was a complete data dictionary with what all the features meant, and at the very top
Bold
of it,
font, yeah.
at the very top it said these features are not in the.
Oh no, I did not read that at all. That would be yeah.
Well,
Good.
you worked around it. And so can we by the way, Meg or Craig or any mods, can we do the audience vote right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, and just set it for 5 minutes. So, but yeah, that was one of the things. And the other thing that was really crazy, the crazy thing for me was when you switched from your linear model to your random forest model, because you had to change all your different grid searching parameters and you had to do all that stuff. So like, what were you feeling at that point? Because you only had like about 40 minutes left. So like, how were you feeling at that point with your modeling?
I think it was just like, in my mind, I was like, it's not looking great. Let me do something where I'm just going to mess with like a single, I think it was just maybe 2 parameters. I think it was imputation, which was the same, and then number of estimators. So I just wanted to see, it was hastily created, right? I could have just done a grid search rather than a random, and but I just wanted to see if something there'd be less overfitting, real quick, without losing a lot of time.
So that was that was definitely a gambit. Meg, do we just like say the number right now and then move to Tony? Is that what we should do?
For the log loss?
Yeah, for log loss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do the reveal. This is it.
Okay. So
15 points. Yeah.
So are you ready for your log loss? What you got for log loss in the holdout?
Can I ask a quick question first?
Absolutely.
Did I extract the right value?
I guess like yes. You extracted probabilities, and that's what we're gonna use.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Numbers between 0 and 1, I hope. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Oh shit. So someone in chat. So we did this notebook before, and someone in my chat said, what the score that I got when I did this notebook several months ago for this exact problem. I got a log loss of 0.28. Okay.
Oh wow.
Your log loss 0.001. 0.279.
Oh.
Whoa.
0.279.
Yes. 0.279.
Wow. Nick,
Wow.
how are you gonna feel if both contestants beat out your like casual, like I got plenty of time, I know this data set log loss.
Okay. So
That's great.
we'll move to Tony.
All right.
All right. So keep that in mind, chat. 0.279. Tony. So when we were looking over, there was the most, I'd say, not even really, I mean, technically, and I believe this to be true, the most data science thing that people loved was your commenting in your
Yes.
code. Can you
Perfect.
walk us through sort of the commenting and your sort of strategy behind your commenting?
I mean, there's no strategy there. That was purely to entertain the chat. I do actually leave comments like that in my own code, but probably overdid it a little bit just for entertainment.
Not overdone at all. Perfectly well done. Yes. Very much appreciate. We felt spoken to through your code. Like we had a direct line of communication to your R markdown. It was great.
The other thing a lot of people were mentioning was the fact that you really went into the feature engineering side of this. In particular, they were saying your phallic-looking UMAP charts. So can you talk us through some of the ideas behind like what those features were you were trying to reduce and what you ended up getting out of it?
Well, yeah, I did read the documentation first of all, and there was just a lot there. All right, there was like over 100 columns in this, and I was a little overwhelmed. And when I saw those paired columns, I realized they were there. I mean, I had read through the documentation, but I don't know, it didn't really register in my mind until then. I realized I wanted to focus on that. And before coming in, I kind of thought it'd be cool to do some PCA or UMAP thing, just because I know I like looking at those things. So I was like, you know what? I'm going down. Hopefully, maybe this is one of those gold nuggets, and I don't know, it'll be cool to look at. And it definitely helps before you actually build out a model, to see if like you can differentiate between the classes, just using the UMAP components. So that's kind of like a way of, I don't know, validating how accurate your model might end up being. At least that's how I thought about it.
That's an interesting take. Can you just really specifically, can you tell us like what the features were that you used in your UMAP?
Yeah, I think there were maybe like 11 features where it was 1 to 10 numberings or ratings of the paired people. So you had like, I can't even remember what it calls it. Various attributes of, I think so, like atch. I don't even know exactly what they were rating, but like I think they were just like things like, I don't know, like how their appearance, like their, I don't know, how their taste in music or something, like how they rate it from 1 to 10, just on how much they like it or not, like how much it matched their own interest. And
Meg, what do you think? Yes or no?
I think it's tantalizingly close, and I think if maybe we had said you could get partial credit, like you found a few flecks of gold, not quite a whole
okay.
gold nugget. Very very close.
Okay.
But I guess I'm maybe the Simon Cowell and say no points.
Okay. So one of the golden nuggets, one of the golden features was if you took specifically the hobbies and you feature reduced the hobbies.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So you were
Okay.
very close. You were extremely close, but you went with the kitchen sink approach in this case, which if we were awarding partial credit, you might have got a few points there.
Yeah. I think this, can give us ideas for, our summer edition of Sliced, which is feeling more and more likely that
That's
we can have, like tiers of golden, like we've got golden features, silver features.
That's
Is there
right.
like a golden chicken finger or
A little sponsored by, hashtag ad.
Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that nobody won any golden features, though.
Well, it does not. So we saw at the end of your pipeline. Take us through sort of like the two things, in my opinion, that really stuck out was one, your decision to go away from train test splitting, and then two, after you've created your end-to-end pipeline, it seemed like you were just like trying to feed stuff into it, like more UMAP or feature engineered features, and then two, you went absolutely crazed mode and went and tried to do a knitter document for this. So like kind of talk us through like sort of your development pipeline and then how you ended up like just throwing the Hail Mary for the knitter document at the end there.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do something that's compatible to notebooks. Normally, I just would do like an R script, but if we wanted to have something that like I could hand to someone, it could be an HTML document or like a PDF if I needed it that way. It also helps to just like outline my thoughts. Like, okay, this is this code chunk here. Let me put some markdown to describe it, just like a notebook. So it has all those features, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have tried to knit it. I don't know if that counts as finishing, as long as I also had the predictions at the end. But yeah, you're definitely right. Like I started to do some weird stuff at the end of my pipeline. I tried to combine like ensemble, the nearest neighbors, and random forest. And I practiced with the package with that yesterday, and I don't know, I hadn't encountered how to handle NAs in the test set. So I just scrapped that, went back to random forest because that was what the ensemble was choosing, and that also fails on NAs. And I should have just mean imputed like I just did after the buzzer there, but ended up going with KNN thinking it didn't have any warnings whenever I had NAs in the holdout set. But ultimately I probably should have gone with that at least one of the random forests.
That's also the like one thing that was really interesting to me that stuck out in your notebook was you there was a particular package that people were pointing out in the very beginning when you're doing your EDA, GG something to do with like the correlation maps that you were doing. I forgot what that package was, but it was really cool because it didn't show any of the not significant correlations. GG core, was that it?
Yeah, well, like core, and then it was like correlate. I don't remember. I don't think I actually used any. Just this correlate, and then I just manually applied with it. There's a package to do that. I just like to do it kind of manually. But I don't know. Maybe they were talking about this. I don't know.
Okay, so, are you interested to know your log loss now?
I mean, I think it probably sucks. We'll see.
Okay, so mine was 0.28, and you heard that Jordan, Data Dude, got 0.279. Okay. And remember y'all, there's still other points to be assigned after this. So this isn't necessarily the winner, but it is the most amount of points. 30 points here. Your log loss, 0.429.
Yeah.
0.429. So, so that does mean Jordan right now gets 30 points for the modeling.
Yep.
However, right now, the audience voted for Tony, so you won the audience vote.
Congrats, Tony.
So how many points is it right now? It's 30 to Jordan, and then
10 for the audience points to Tony so far.
Okay, and then you did get a golden feature, which was feature importance plot. So
Yeah.
so you plotted feature importance.
That's
And-
5 points.
And so that got you another 5 points.
So you're at 15.
You're at 15. The other golden features, by the way, there was dimension reduction, which no one got, and there was also opening the data in a spreadsheet program and doing some sort of EDA, which
Interesting.
which would have also been 5 points, but we did not see either of those. So what is this? So what are we at right now, Meg?
So this is for Tony. He's at 15 points with 1 golden feature plus the audience vote. And then Jordan with 30 points with the modeling win. So now the remaining points are me and Nick each get 15 points to distribute across
For
the
data
contestants.
For
For data viz.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So the one data viz that came from Jordan, he had a couple, but the one that really sort of wowed was the heat map correlation plot, which he used in his EDA to parse down features. Tony also used that. Tony also had a UMAP plot, and both Tony and Jordan plotted their model metrics. Tony used a few more model metrics than Jordan did. So, Meg, how do you want to do this? Do you want to just chop, or do you want to just slice someone, or do you want to say the points?
Yeah, let's this is a really, really interesting one. So I think we should say the points, right?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
To
be able to infer the points from who gets chopped, and I think, right? I could say like what I liked about the kind of like data viz, portion, like that's,
okay, maybe
stood out to me.
All right, maybe you do that. You give the points, and then I'll chop.
Okay. So to Tony, I wanted to give 10 of my points. I really liked how you used data visualization to like really, really deeply understand the data. And they were just like really nice plots. They had funny titles sometimes. It was great. Jordan, I want to give you 5 of my points. I thought it was really meaningful that you got like right out the gate, like you had the very first data viz that, kept us really entertained, like early on in the stream. I believe, Nick, you're allocating all 15 of your points to Tony for his data visualization portion of this, which puts Tony at 40 points total. 5 points for the golden feature, 10 points for audience, and then 15 plus 10 from me and Nick on data viz. And Jordan, you're at 35 points for winning the modeling portion with the lowest log loss, and 5 points for some data viz kudos. So
that's Jordan. You are sliced, and that means
you have been sliced.
That's Tony. You win the first sliced competition.
Wow.
Congratulations, Tony.
This is I don't know what this feeling is. Some emotion.
Your strategy paid off to apparently to invest a lot of time in exploring the data and creating a lot of beautiful visualizations,
I
entertaining us with the R Markdown commentary.
I will absolutely say, and you two know this, even though tonight, Tony, you can celebrate. You both were really close, and remember, this
Yes.
is there's a championship week that you're both contenders for. So in week 3, when we see you two again, you have more points to gain, and perhaps you maybe see each other again in the championship round.
Definitely gonna have to watch some film on myself and then the competitors.
Yeah. Jordan, anything to mention? I know it's a tough loss. You did beat even me out in the modeling.
That is impressive.
It really is. I spent like 4 weeks on it, and you spent 2 hours. So
I just want to say that I'm pretty disappointed that doom scrolling for 30 minutes does not win me the audience award. I think the most satisfying feeling is to watch another screen like frantically scrolling up and down. So but I just want to congratulate Tony for a great job. I'm actually looking forward to looking at his knitter because I have been looking at my own notebook this whole time.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely gotta check out the knitter.
if you guys want to drop your notebooks in your share file, that would be awesome, and we could share those out. But this has been an absolute blast. Chat has absolutely been wild all night, and this was absolutely fantastic for our first one. So you two have put on a fantastic show.
Bravo. Yeah, this is awesome. Congrats, Tony. Thank you both, Tony and Jordan. Yeah, would not be able to do something like this. So yeah, thank you, and great work.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks, Jordan. It was fun to compete.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Till next time.
I'll catch you both in chat, and GG's to both of you. GG's in chat, claps in chat for Jordan, and for Tony. You could find them both in chat, and you could also find them both obviously with on Twitter. Well, you could find Tony on Twitter. And can someone link Tony's Twitter in the chat? And Data Dude, he is in chat for a good amount of these streams. So come and say hi. If you haven't followed yet, please follow. So thanks for being in here, y'all.
Sure.
All right. They are leaving, and so it'll be you and me, Meg, hanging out.
Cool.
But yeah, how do you feel, Meg? How do you feel?
Exhilarating 2.5 hours. I think that exceeded my expectations. Yeah, personally speaking. So, yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm gonna have a lot to digest and think about, I think, for our next stream next Tuesday. It'll come up fast.
That's right. I will definitely debrief. I think honestly my two highlights were seeing Data Dude actually find his error.
Very gratifying.
That was so crazy. And then obviously Tony, lots of great commenting, showmanship, and ultimately a crazy knitter document that somehow compiled in time.
Incredible. Yeah, I think for me, I'm happy to see that we got at least one golden feature. So that was pretty exciting. It was hard to decide like what is too specific or not specific enough. So yeah, thrilled to see at least one golden feature. Come out of this.
Yeah, and for me, the big thing was chat. Chat was so awesome tonight. Everyone was asking tons of questions. People were getting questions answered. People were definitely buying in to the drama, the sliced drama.
What do we feel about, like, our victor tonight was not the person with the best model, and we knew we wanted to set it up so that would be possible. But yeah, how are we feeling, like, now that it actually happened?
Like, the reason I gave all my points over to Tony was literally a quantity. I think both of the data visualizations were actually pretty sort of similar, but he had all these different ways to visualize, like, his model metrics and his feature engineering importance. I think just the amount of visualization at that point, I just had to give it to him. I didn't feel like splitting it at that point. Was in me. But
slice up the points. Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, I feel like it was pretty good. People in chat saying both beat me even when Nick had all his golden. One person beat me, but yeah, I wasn't necessarily competing. Someone saying that model scores were announced after most people voted to be fair, so that's good. It means people weren't just biased towards the modeling.
Yeah, I think that is the right way to do it.
Yeah, and so I don't know. This was a really good first one. I felt really good about it. So, yeah, Meg, anything on your end?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna have to digest everything that went down. Like, I only want to make, the next sliced episodes better. So yeah.
Yeah, same. I absolutely just want to, like, do the next big thing, and so I'm excited. So with that, well, I'm Nick Wan, KFC data science manager, and formerly data scientist at Cincinnati Reds. Tomorrow, please tune in for Roundtable. Meg, are you gonna be on Roundtable, or are you gonna pass this time around?
I may have to pass this week, but yeah, hopefully an upcoming week. I'd love to join again.
All right. And Meg, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm Meg Risdall. I lead product at Kaggle. And you can and should follow me on Twitter at Megan Risdall, MEGANRISDAL.
This is really fun. We're gonna be rating Sympathy, and she's working on a chat integrated game. So she's a big supporter of her stream. So stick with us through the raid and say hi to Sympathy for us. But for now, honestly, thanks for everyone in chat coming in. Bad Slinky, I see you. I see all the regulars. I wish I could have named all of you, but doing our thing here tonight. Appreciate everyone coming in. All the new people, I hope you're following. If you want to see more of this content, if you're going to come in tomorrow for the Wednesday roundtable, we'll talk about more data science. But Tuesdays for Sliced. Again, next week, 2 new participants, a new data set, and I hope you guys are going to come and join us then. So stick with us through the raid, though. We're going to go over to Sympathy's channel, and we'll say hey, and I'll say bye to y'all over there. But all the bits and donuts and subs, all that money goes back to you, chat. So if you're a student or someone trying to change fields and you need a little cash for travel or conference fees or registration fees, let me know, and we'll get you some cash. All right, have a good night, chat. Have a good night. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh crap, I hit the wrong button.